J. FMA.
Woo! I was really trying. I wanted to do it first. I went deaf a little bit in my left ear, and that shit hurts.
He's so sensitive these days. He's got a sweater on because he's
cold in here.
He's cold. Man, you're falling apart.
No, I'm not.
You just stretch your back out a little bit now.
Sit up straight.
Feel executive in a conference room table. Got it on an auction. Don't tell anyone. It's all good. It looks brand new. Pennies on the dollar. Know what I'm saying?
Cold to gold dust.
Yep. All right. What are we doing here today?
We're doing Ask the Boss. I think
Number?
we posted 23. 23 sounds good. It sounds legit.
Okay. Let's make sure we mention a couple rappers in this video, so Bobby has to do extra work and put rappers in.
Like Flavor Flav.
Yeah. Ding. Biggie.
This was posted back in August 7th. So
Tupac. Ding. That's 3, Bobby. We good?
Alright, we good?
Alright, we're good. Alright, moving on.
Alright, cool. So this is old. August 7th. We're way behind.
Yeah, it was all good. It's all
good. We're gonna give them an update first. We're gonna tell them what's up.
It's 25?
No way.
You're not even close.
What was that? That was 20. What was that?
That's the gang sign, 25.
Oh, 2-5.
Alright. The load has launched. It's officially in our hands. This product is dope. I mean, this product is ridiculous. You know, just first couple times you take it, you feel it. And because of that, we're going to be doing sample packs.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, no one has ever done.
Nobody's done that.
Well, actually, old school USP Labs did sample packets of like Peacelin or Anabolic Pump.
But the big thing here is that not nobody, but GDAs were big then, but they're not as big as they are now.
Yeah. And they're not as comprehensive as this.
So nobody right now is doing a product like this and running samples of it.
Right. And you got to go to our website and check out the write-up on Core Load. If you guys are really trying to understand the science behind a glucose disposal agent, this is the best write-up that I've seen thus far. And this is the best GDA thus far. 6 capsules and 100 grams or 120 grams of carbs is ridiculous. It's better than any pump product you could possibly take because it's like the food pump. It's crazy. So, anyways, I love the product. I'm probably going to be taking 9 capsules a day. Decided. Break it up 3-3-3.
Never big enough.
Yeah, 3 pre, 3 post, 3 with breakfast. And there's 180 capsules in this bad boy. So a regular serving is, for most people, 6 capsules a day. 30-day supply. It's plenty. So anyways, product is amazing.
Core Load.
Core Load.
It's available now.
Let's talk about a couple other products because these might even be in the questions. Or do you want to wait till the questions?
No, let's just talk about it. We can.
Core Zap.
Yes.
Core Zap. Labels are done. Production is actually coming up. So we'll probably be launching Core Zap, which is our high stim focus nootropic type product. I'm gonna say mid to late September, maybe even around the Olympia. I mean, it's right around the corner.
Oh wow.
And then right around the corner, we have 2 new Core ABCs. We got Core ABC Natural, which is a stevia and monk fruit sweetened ABC in cherry lemonade. So the label's a little different. It says ABC, it has a big natural across the front. It's an extension of the ABC line, essentially. That's coming out. A lot of people are excited for that because some people just don't like sucralose. And this is definitely the best tasting natural amino acid product on the market. And then Crystal Star Candy, aka Starburst. It's amazing. Bobby, just make it rain Starburst right
Yeah. Meteor shower.
now. Meteor shower.
Who is this guy?
Bobby, make this shit on point.
Make this shit on point.
Oh, it's gonna take him so long to edit this. Oh my goodness. So where are we? Oh, okay.
ABC. You got that.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
What else we got coming on?
Grow.
Yes, the reformulated version of Grow, probably beginning mid-October in chocolate and peanut butter pie. Amazing, amazing. So if you guys are in the market this winter for mass gainer, the new Core Grow, we're going to discontinue the peanut butter oatmeal cookie and the s'mores. Very similar formula in terms of all the bro sources as we always do at Core, but the flavoring is much better. We had some complaints on the Core Grow flavoring because of like the quinoa, the harshness of like a quinoa. It had a very earthy taste, which I liked, but we listened to the consumer as well, and this has a much better mouthfeel, and it's just a much richer, more. It's like you're drinking dessert. It's amazing. So, anyways, this October coming. What else we got coming up? I think that's it for now.
Yeah,
we got a couple other things
now.
on the back burner. Look at these sexy packets. So we're not going to say much about it right now, but we have a huge opportunity coming up. Shoot, that's this week. That's in like 3 days. So maybe the next Ask the Boss, we can talk about that a little. But we have a big presentation. This is a big opportunity for both brands. I think the brands fit extremely well with this entity. So anyways, me, myself, and R.C. Williams will be going to this. He's one of our core reps. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it too much. So
Let's
anyways,
get into some questions.
got some sexy packets.
These people they've asked their questions 3 weeks ago, man.
They're getting it. All right, let's get on it. We have about 10 minutes now because we just took up 5 minutes of raining Starburst.
You said you started a supplement brand because you didn't like what was offered on the market, but what made you confident that you could have a brand that stood out from the rest, considering how flooded the market has become? I like that. It's a good question. That was my boy Austin.
Well, I don't know if I was confident at the beginning. At the end of the day, my goal was not to create a multi-million-dollar company and have a ton of different people using it. I was making the product from a selfish perspective, and it was products that I wanted to use as an athlete. Given that, I figured, God, there's got to be many other athletes out there that want quality products, and you can see it now. The market is shifting towards demanding higher quality. We started the no proprietary blend, no fillers, no artificial color. We started that trend. We really did. We were like the first in the industry to do that, and now people are demanding that. It's kind of becoming somewhat commonplace, which is great. So at the beginning, I wasn't confident, but I didn't really care, and we kind of just went with the flow.
Okay. Just got Core Grow. What's your favorite way to have it? Shake, sludge, or is there some secret way to have it that you haven't shared? Also, what's your favorite flavor?
There's some. Do we have grow recipes on our website?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so the Core Grow is great for baking, so you can bake with it. A lot of people like it as a sludge. That's probably my preference.
That's what I did.
Eating it as a sludge.
Pre-workout.
And if you like the current Grow, you're going to absolutely love the new Grow that's coming out. I think right now we're completely out of the peanut butter. Some of our retailers still might have it, but in our warehouse we only have the s'mores left.
Yeah,
It's
so
not that much.
The current version was peanut butter and s'mores. We're out of peanut butter, just s'mores. The new flavor will be peanut butter pie and chocolate bliss.
Yeah. So peanut butter pie is like, has even a little bit, it's like a peanut butter, then it has like a pie taste, and then there's even a hint of like a vanilla in it. It's really good. It's amazing.
All right. Real quick, last year I had my testosterone checked for the first time because feeling very off and was noticed a decrease in strength and muscle. It's from having testicular cancer and all chemotherapy surgeries from 2003 to 2004. My doctors for some reason won't prescribe me TRT even though they agree with help. Would it be worth it to use any of your testosterone boosters, or would it just be a waste of time?
I mean, somebody who's gone through cancer, the first thing I'm going to say is consult with your doctor.
Yeah.
But to be honest, your doctor probably doesn't know anything about supplementation, at least in the natural body, in the natural test boosting. A lot of people will doctors will say, oh, testosterone supplement, don't take that. You don't want to take that. But our natural test boosters, and really there's, across the brands, there's probably about 4 of them. You got Alpha, you got Core Test, you got Liberty Walls, and you got Core Hard, which has some test boosting ingredients in it with the KSM 66. So I think that they would probably make a significant difference. I mean, we've done some blood work in people with lower testosterone, and we've shown some great results from it. You know, I mean, we're talking like 100% increases in test. You know, those were not controlled experiments, so I'm not going to make any certain claims like that. But the anecdotal feedback on taking alpha test hard, Liberty Balls, is phenomenal. Like, you really do notice a difference. Bump in libido, better recovery, better sleep. You know, it does make a difference, and it does make a difference in your numbers. So I would suggest, especially if you get regular blood work, you know, trying it out. You know, and then take your measurements before and after.
All right. Should core creatine monohydrate be used as a substitute to core fury on off days? It seems like a waste of...
Oh, I should say, I did give blood today. That's what I was doing, I was peeling my...
Did your workout? How was your workout? Did you feel like you...
It was alright. It was okay. Yeah, it was fine.
Energy was low?
No. I took boom, I was
You
good.
took a load and 100 grams of fire?
Yeah, no, that was good. But yeah, so I actually got a bunch of tests done today. So I got...
Oh, nice.
I don't even like to go to I don't have a general practitioner, so I'll just go and get the blood work done. So it's been 2 years, you know. So Steph's been bugging me, you need to go get a checkup. I was like, I don't really want to go to checkup. I mean, like, then they're just gonna, you know, give me shit, you know. So you're too big, it's not natural.
Well, I remember that post you had.
Yeah, so ever since that, I've actually just done blood work on my own.
Yeah.
So I'll get all the, you know, cholesterol and liver and kidney and testosterone, you know, all that stuff done. So I get right down the street.
So you got blood work, or did you get blood?
I have blood work.
You got blood work.
Yeah, they had to prick me in both arms to get blood. Yeah.
Couldn't find a vein. Too much fat on the body.
No, it was really cold this morning actually, and you're not allowed to eat. So it's not like I was just. No, it wasn't after like a juicy pre-workout meal where the veins are like popping. It was just kind of cold.
Yeah, that's what.
The guy's like, "Wow, your veins are like disappearing. I mean, you're so big." It's like, it's really weird. It was just awkward. Like my one vein in my arm, like literally as he was sucking the blood out, it was like disappearing. It's weird. I don't know. So he's like, "I gotta stick it in the other arm." I was like, "Okay."
No,
Anyways,
doctors.
we digress.
So we're gonna prove you're natural once again. Is that what we're doing?
I can post the results. I don't care. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this guy. He wants to know if core creatine monohydrate can be used as a substitute to core fury on off days. It seems like a waste to have a serving of fury on my off day when all I want it from is creatine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do it. Use the creatine monohydrate on the off day. You don't want all those stims. If you're not training, why would you take all the stims that are in?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the fury. So that's good. That's a good.
I always tell people negate sometimes what's in a pre-workout. Make sure you take 5 grams of creatine monohydrate a day. It's because you're not going to take a pre-workout every single day. You know?
I mean, I throw 5 grams of creatine in my post-workout shake every day, regardless of what I'm taking pre-workout. Like kind of the stim aspect of my pre-workout, I kind of decide game time decision. You know, do I want Fury? Do I want Boom? Do I want Zap? Do I want some other brand? You know, to try.
What is your favorite stack to use when taking 4 to 8 week break off of Big Papa?
Do the Liberty Balls. Spilanthes is one of the ingredients in Murica Labs Liberty Balls. It's got some really great research behind it. I love it. That's a product that you'll notice within like 3 days of up in libido. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like to split alpha and test actually. Like run alpha and 5AT together, test and hard together, and then you can always be on a core test booster.
Yeah, I mean I don't. I like to run alpha hard, 5AT and test together 8 weeks, Big Papa stack, and then I'll run Liberty Balls, sometimes stacked with something else, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm finishing off the Liberty Ball. So we'll see what my test levels are at. I generally know where they're at, so although it's been a while since I had blood work.
One test booster questions. Core alpha seems to cause me anxiety 2 caps before bed. I tried splitting the dose before training and before bed, but still the same. I'm now taking only 1 cap per day before training. Is that a dose still effective? By the way, great product, full dose, but the anxiety side effect is the one thing holding me back.
I would try 2 pre-workout. You know, that's another way to take it. So you could take 2 pre-workout, and also not right before bed. It's probably the NMDA that's giving him the N-methyl D-aspartic acid.
I was
that's
going to
giving
say
him
maybe
the
L-DOPA.
Possibly the L-DOPA. But I would try 2 pre-workout. You know, and at that, you know, half a dose of alpha, you would probably still see an effect from. It's a pretty strong dose of, especially the anti-estrogens. So you probably would see some effect, but I would try to get those 2 caps in.
Top 3 raw ingredients for recovery and top 3 supplements / blends for recovery.
Top 3 raw ingredients for recovery. BCAAs for recovery. HMB. And I don't know if you would really be like recovery. You know, I would say I would throw creatine in there is kind of like a must-have, but I wouldn't necessarily consider that as like a recovery. I think if you take a good BCA product like ABC and HMB, I think you're set, you know, pretty much for recovery. And then blends, I mean, Core ABC's got it all. I mean, that's why it's such a great seller for us. Core ABC, you know, it's got the citrulline malate, it's got the glutamine also for recovery, it's got beta-alanine, I mean, and then 10 grams of BCAAs. I mean, that is the formula. That is your recovery formula. So if you're taking that, you pretty much don't have to take, you know, anything else. Obviously, a good post-workout shake like Core PWO or something like that, but Core ABC's got all the bases covered.
All right, my boy Sean, he's a firefighter. A full-time fireman. I work 24 hours.
Core MRP.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Am I getting there?
0700 to 0700. During those 24
Starburst.
During those 24-hour shifts, there are times where I miss meals and where I'm awake all night. This has been a crux for previous prep coaches. What would your advice be when meals get skipped due to emergencies or when I'm awake for 24 hours, but last meal ends at 2100?
Why do you have a limit on your last meal?
I think he's asking, what's your advice when meals get skipped? Like, instead of like being on the go, like you might be in a meal and then he's...
At the end of the day, I would shoot to hit your macros for the meal. So yes, sometimes you might have to double up. I try not to double up on a meal, but 1.5 times a meal and split it over. Like, so if you have 2 meals left and you missed a meal, split up that missed meal across those other 2 meals, if that makes sense, or something like that. So at the end of the day, you'll still be getting hitting your macro targets. So I think that's the biggest thing, is hit your macro targets. Hit your targets so that you know how to adjust in the future. Maybe the targets are too high, but you know, maybe they're too low, I don't know. But if you're not hitting your targets, you're not going to know how to make an adjustment. So cool. Hit your targets.
All right. This person just wants to shout out ABC. It's absolutely the best product I've ever used. Immediate, obvious results on day 1. So huge thank you to helping me up my game.
Yeah,
Love
buddy.
that. Oh yeah. In a recent video, you said you were going to get rid of the DMAA ingredient in Red, White, and Boom. Why is that? What do you plan to replace it with?
So the ingredient is DMHA. It's in Red, White, and Boom. We are probably going to be running a concurrent formula with it. DMHA was banned in Australia, so as of October 1st, our friends in Australia will no longer be able to get Red, White, and Boom. We have another formula that is phenomenal. We've already beta tested it. It's ready to go. So we're probably going to launch a DMHA free version and continue with the current version. That's the main reason, you know. So it got pulled from Australia, and that's why we're going to reformulate it. But the new version's great too. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's even more ridiculous than the first one because it's a 24-gram scoop for a pre-workout. That is a protein scooper. I mean, it's insane. Yeah.
All right. What are your core beliefs? What do you and the Core Nutritionals family stand for? This is our boy Steven, Must Foods.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to a lot of different things. I mean, like you can talk, I mean, strictly speaking as a supplement company, it goes back to why we started this brand 12 years ago, and that was we weren't satisfied with what was on the market. There was things going on like using filler carbohydrates and meal replacements. There was using a ton of different artificial colors. There was using non-proprietary blends, really cheap formulas, not well thought out products that were just a bunch of marketing hype. So we wanted to cut through all that BS and stop that. We wanted to design products that were, you know, right for athletes. You know, we designed products that we want to take. So at the end of the day, from back in late 2004 till today, that's exactly the same thing we do. We design products around what we want to take, and we stick to those core beliefs. Now, there's we have a lot of other, kind of mission statements and things that we're kind of proud of. One of the things is about a core customer is not just, we don't really see them as customers. We see them as clients, kind of people that we have ongoing relationships with. A customer is just somebody who buys your stuff and kind of goes away. A client is somebody that you're building a relationship with and will constantly come back. And we find that, a lot of our people buying our products really are clients. They buy one product, they see how good it is, they buy the next one. So we're really proud that our core customers are really like clients. They're customers for life. And that's really the difference. And then obviously the things that really have to go without saying, maybe they do have to go with saying the integrity and the ethics in what we do, the highest quality products using CGMP, certified facilities. We work very closely with our manufacturers to make sure we're not getting crap in our products. That's stuff that should go without saying in the industry, but unfortunately it doesn't happen all the time. And then, treating the people right within our company and, externally, that's what we try to do. So there's a lot of, it's a loaded question. We could do a whole video on just that.
It's good practice too.
It is good practice, yeah. Got a big presentation coming up, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, practice on the camera. All right, how we doing, Bobby? Where are we at?
21.
21? So I should probably, let's see. All right, we got this. This person loves Pump and Fury. Awesome. Have you ever had carpal tunnel syndrome? If so, how do you fix it?
Nope. Next.
Core load, bro.
Core load. You need some core load. Maybe some Fury. Core flex. Core flex. That seems relevant.
What advice would you
Sorry,
give
man. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
What advice would you give an entrepreneur who wants to break into the dietary supplement industry? How did you get the capital to start?
So,
Side job. Well,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would recommend going about it the way I did. I mean, I really did not expect it to go where it ended up going, and it literally was. It was a $20,000 investment in the beginning. I had another job, and that's where I got the money from. But it takes way more than that to do everything right. I mean, if you don't really have $1 million pretty much backing you, probably $500,000, you could do a decent job, because you need facilities, you need testing, you need you need so many different things. It's crazy. All this stuff. You need videographers. There, Bobby. You need a baby bird in your team. You need immediathize. You need people to help with the sales. You just can't do everything if you want to get to a certain level. So it's a tough question. I mean, I get a lot of people say they want to start a supplement company. How do I start? I was like, bro, I had to learn it all myself. There's not like a single course you can go. There's so many things, from the regulations to how to really do a label. I mean, 99% of the labels out there are not compliant with FDA regulations. So there's just so many minutia that you really have to know to do it well. Otherwise, you set yourself up for lawsuits and a bunch of other stuff. So, really find a mentor, find somebody who, will share that information with you and go that route. And you need some significant money. I mean, even if you just want to run, one product, 1,000 bottles or something like that, you gotta have a place to store it. You're not gonna put it in, it's not really up to code to store 100 units of protein in your apartment. There's just so many issues involved with it. I mean, it sounds great, but there's just...
And these are questions too, that if you're a consumer and a buyer, you should ask where the products are coming from, and there's so many
fly-by-night companies that literally will take a small amount of money. You can make a product and have 20 grand and make a product, but I really wouldn't trust a lot of that.
Yeah.
At the time when I first started, I mean, there was a lot of things that I was doing wrong, that I didn't know at the time, but we've learned and we'll always improve. So it's tough. I mean, you need some serious capital behind you. I don't think it's $1 million, but if you want to have a full team and have marketing budgets and all of that stuff, you need significant backing. If you want to make a splash, if you just want to, be another fly-by-night company, you know, for you $100,000, you probably can do something.
Cool. This person loves ABC blend for the BCA intake and use it intra-workout. But which of the two blends would you recommend for pre-workout? I think she means Fury and Pump. My husband is active duty Marine and bodybuilder, but we use the same supplements. We switched to our aminos to ABC and are looking to switch our current pre-workout for one of core nutritionals. Just not sure which one to choose.
Pretty simple is how sensitive you are you to caffeine. When are you training? If you're training late at night, I don't recommend Core Fury because you probably won't sleep. Fury is your full blend. It has stimulants, it has pump agents, it's performance agents, whereas Pump is truly just a pump. So your ideal scenario is stack them together. Fury, Pump, and a scoop of ABC pre-workout, and a scoop or two of ABC during your workout. That's your ideal. If you can just do one, and if you're not training real late at night, I would probably do Fury. The other alternative is do ABCD, which is a low stim pre-workout, with Core Pump, right? So you could do Core ABCD, which will have your aminos covered, and then you'll have the stimulant aspect, and then you can throw Pump in there as well. So that's another alternative.
Okay, last question. This person's a little skeptical of all the citrulline in Merck Labs products. If I take the pre, the pump, and the amino products, he's pushing 20 grams.
Which is incorrect, by the way.
I love the idea of sick pumps, but geez, man. Haha.
So this is all I'm going to say is, have you tried it? That's all I'm going to say. I mean, I'll say more, but
Yeah.
that's the first thing I'll say, is have you tried it?
Second is, do you even feed them?
Yes. Are you never big enough? We are.
Not the third, I guess.
Yeah, so Red, White, and Boom has 8 grams of citrulline malate. That's not all citrulline. So that's a 2-to-1 blend. So let's call it 5 grams of citrulline. And, if you stack it with Stars and Pipes, you're going to get 11 grams of citrulline. Clinical dose is about 6 grams. So it is definitely higher, almost double, but it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. And so when we were doing beta testing, that was what we found worked well. And I challenge you to use, the Pump and the Fury, or the Pump and the Boom and the Pipes. I mean, it's on another level. I mean, the pumps are pretty stupid. And to be honest with you, I don't generally use Boom, Pipes, and aminos. I use the ABC. So I think a good blend would be Core Fury stacked with aminos Merck aminos pre-workout, right? And then ABC intra-workout. Or if you do Boom, maybe you do Pump as your pump product. So I really like to mix and match the brands, and we've actually run some stacks and deals and stuff like that. And so when we're designing products, we're not just thinking using them within the brand, we're thinking about using them together across the brands. So, I would suggest giving that a shot, using Core Fury with Pipes, using Red, White, and Boom with Pump, using the aminos with, like, the Fury or something like that, because, there's 3 grams of citrulline in there.
Well, if they were to do all 3 pre, Boom, Pipes, and then during aminos, how much active citrulline is that? He says 20 grams. You said that's incorrect.
Pipes?
Boom, Pipes, aminos.
14. 3 from the aminos,
Right.
full scoop. You get 6 from the pipes, and then you get 5 from the Boom.
5 active.
Because the rest is malate. It's malic acid. Citrulline malate is a mixture of citrulline and malic acid in a 2-to-1 ratio. Some people do a 1-to-1 ratio. We use a 2-to-1.
I think that's the big.
Yeah. So it's not 20 grams. It is still probably about double the clinical dose. It's phenomenal, though. It's phenomenal. Is that it?
That's it. Episode 23.
25.
23.
25. All right. Until next time, keep crushing it.